Garbage pollution is an ongoing problem not just here in the Philippines but also across the globe. We went through the streets of the San Ildefonso public market to find more information about garbage pollution, its effects on the people, on the animals, on the environment and agriculture, as well as its effects on the people trying to stop this kind of problems that we are facing right now.
In every corner of the world, from the towering peaks of the Mount Apo to the depths of our ocean, an invisible crisis is unfolding. One that threatens our planet, our wildlife, and ourselves. This crisis is not born of a single catastrophe, but rather the consequences of billions of everyday actions. The discarding of garbage. Modern society thrives on convenience. Plastic packaging, single-use containers, and fast fashion, and disposable electronics. Behind the veil of comfort lies an inconvenient truth. The world is drowning in its own waste.
Each year, humanity produces over 2 billion metric tons of municipal solid waste, and that number is expected to increase dramatically in the coming decades. Yet, what happens to this waste once it leaves our hands remains, for many, an afterthought.
Garbage pollution, the growing crisis, takes you on a sobering journey across continents to reveal the full scope of the garbage problem. We will witness the mountains of trash that urban landscapes, the polluted rivers that serve as arteries for plastic into the sea, and the landfills that stretch endlessly on the outskirts of towns. We will also meet the unsung heroes, waste pickers, who are striving to turn the tide before it's too late.
This documentary delves deep into the environmental, social, and economic impacts of garbage pollution. From the microplastics in our drinking water to the communities displaced by massive landfills, we explore how waste mismanagement is a global issue demanding urgent attention.
Join us as we uncover the truth behind the garbage we throw away and confront one of the most pressing environmental challenges of our time. This is more than a documentary, it is a wake-up call.
Garbage pollution refers to the accumulation of waste materials such as plastic, paper, metals, glass, food waste, and hazardous substances in the environment in ways that cause harm to people, wildlife, and natural ecosystems. This pollution occurs when garbage is not properly managed, recycled, or disposed of, leading it to end up in open landfills, rivers, oceans, streets, and other public areas.
Ultimately, garbage pollution is a result of overconsumption, lack of awareness, poor waste management system, and the growing demand for convenience. Solving it requires both individual and collective responsibility.
Every day, we generate over 2 billion metric tons of garbage worldwide. Much of it ends up here. Landfills, open dumps, burning pits. What begins as convenience ends as contamination, threatening our communities, our health, and our future.
Waterborne and vector-borne disease when drains choked with plastic bags and tires, stagnant water become breeding grounds for mosquito and rodents. Cholera, typhoid, dengue, leptospirosis disease, once contained now surge through overburdened health system.
Waste collectors and informal recyclers, every day is a walk through danger. Sharp glass, rusty metal, infectious waste, yet many lacks gloves, boots, or masks. In absence of formal collections, many burn their own trash. Plastic and electronics release dioxins, furans, and fine particulate matter into the earth. Silent invaders that penetrate deep into our lungs.
Larger debris, plastic bags, packaging, discarded containers can physically block irrigation channels and clog drip systems. This leads to uneven distribution, water clogging in some areas, and drought stress in others. Over time, block soil's permeability, reducing effective irrigation and efficiency, and therefore increasing the risk of crop failure during dry spells.
In the fight against garbage pollution, some communities have chosen a different path, one built on reuse, refill, and resourcefulness. Welcome to Greenway Village, where residents produce less than a single bag of trash each month.
Policy change is pivotal. Pay-as-you-throw makes households accountable for their non-recyclable waste, while small fees on plastic bags have slashed single-use consumption by 80%. Economic incentives create lasting habits.
Bonds are the strongest when people are empowered. In classrooms and parks, citizen scientists map litter hotspots, local groups organize monthly cleanups and upcycling workshops, turning trash into treasure and awareness into action.
The path to zero waste is paved by innovation, policy, and everyday choices. From refill stations to robotic sorting, from biogas to community cleanups, solutions exist. And they're scalable. The question isn't whether we can solve garbage pollution, but whether we will.
Physical and biological properties of soil. Microplastic particles can change soil porosity and water holding capacity, hindering roots access to moisture and nutrient. They also disrupt soil microbial communities essential for nutrient cycling. As a result, crops struggle to uptake the elements they need for healthy growth.
During our filming of our documentary in San Ildefonso Public Market, we were lucky enough to come across the truck that picks up the trash in the area. It is the LGU waste truck that is used by the municipal in order to pick up trash from different areas in San Ildefonso. In the municipality of San Ildefonso, Bulacan, LGUs or the local government unit often utilize waste trucks, which can include garbage compactor trucks. To manage solid waste, these trucks are crucial for efficient waste collection and transportation, ensuring compliance with solid waste management regulations and contributing to a cleaner environment. These trucks are important for the regular collection and disposal of solid waste, ensuring compliance with the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act or the RA 9003. LGU may produce these trucks through various means, including the local government funds, grants like the Seal of Good Local Governance Incentive Funds, or even through loans from financial institutions. Not all places are given the privilege to have this kind of trucks. In Bulacan, the municipality of Bulacan recently purchased a garbage truck with funds from the SGLGAF, while Kawayan City also produced a garbage truck to enhance its waste management capabilities. The local government unit is accountable or play a crucial role in developing and enforcing regulation related to waste management to ensure a clean and healthy environment. But we have to take consideration that we are also responsible for our own action. That is why we must live a sustainable and zero waste life as much as possible. We were also lucky enough to interview one of the waste pickers or the garbage collector in the area.
Kung nakaka-apekto ang basura sa kalusugan ng pamilya nyo?
Unang-una, mabaho. Mabaho, masama sa kalusugan. Siyempre, kaya tsaga-tsaga lang, ganyan. Yun lang.
Kuya, ano naman po yung nakikita niyong problema sa mga basura po? Yung kadalasan yung nakikita?
Problema? Ang problema sa basura, dapat laging nakaayos, ganun. Pagka hindi nakaayos, yun ang pangit sa paningin, Di baling marami, basta maayos, okay siya.
Paano po kayo magtapon ng basura?
Bali magtapon. Ang ginagawa kasi namin dito, kami taga-karga, pagkayari yung tapo, ng truck, diretso na ang tapo ng porak. Ganun.
Okay po.
Bilang isang tao pong naglilinis ng basura araw-araw, ano po yung mga pagsubok na kinakaharap nyo?
Araw-araw. Ayan, sa araw-araw, unang-una nga, mabaho yung basura. Wala nang magawa kasi kami nakadestino rito. Ano lang, ingat-ingat lang kasi marami rin tulad niya, may bubog, may stick ng fishball. Yun. Ingat lang kami.
Saan ka manonood? Sa gym. Ano po yung kadalasan pong nakikita nyo pong basura po dito sa stall nyo po or sa palengke po na nakikita?
Ay, mga plastic, bottles, plastic bottles. Mga plastic, mga ganyan, lumilipad-lipad.
Nakaka-apekto yung mga kalat na natitira sa paligid po ng stall sa araw-araw.
Siyempre, pagka madumi, di ba, minsan, ang pangit tingnan. Diba, kaya kailangan na nalinisin niya. Siyempre, pagka may kalat na ganyan, nakakasagabal din sa harapan mo.
Apekto po ba sa inyo yung amoy ng kalat ng basura po sa inyo habang nagtitinda po kayo?
Siyempre, nandito po kami sa basurahan eh. Masakit minsan sa ilong. Talagang apektado kami sa basura. Dahil nakakamoy na, kaya minsan nakakalat.
Ano po yung ginagawa niyo sa basura niyo at saan niyo po tinatapon?
Sa dito sa may palengke. Ilalagay namin sa sako, tapos tinatapon sa palengke.
Thank you po.
Sa tingin niyo po, ano po ang solusyon sa pollution sa basura?
Ilinisin. Para hindi mabaho. Okay na ba yun?
Thank you po.
Garbage pollution poses a serious threat to the environment, human health, as well as the wildlife. The improper disposal of waste leads to soil, water, and air contamination, which increases the greenhouse gases emissions and contributes to the growing problem of land and ocean pollution. Tackling garbage pollution requires collective responsibilities, from the waste collectors, from the normal human beings, to the vendors, and even for us students. This responsibility, including reducing waste generation, promoting recycling and composting, and even improving waste management systems. Tackling garbage pollution requires collective responsibility, including reducing waste generation, promoting recycling and composting, and improving waste management systems. Sustainable practices and strong environmental policies are indeed essential to protect the planet for current and future generations. As students, we play an important and vital role in fighting garbage pollution. We can start by reducing our own waste and using reusable water bottles, lunch boxes, and bags instead of the usual single-use plastic items. As an agricultural student, we should also be accountable for our own agricultural waste, such as the single-use plastic bags of the fertilizer up to the seeds that we use. Participating in school recycling programs and organizing cleanup drives in our community or the campus can also make a big difference. Educating our peers about the harmful effects of littering and the importance of proper waste segregation helps build awareness. By making small yet responsible choices every day and encouraging others to do the same, students can be powerful agents and stewards of change in creating a cleaner and a healthier environment. Agriculture can also play a key role in reducing garbage pollution by adopting sustainable practices that minimizes waste. One effective way is composting organic waste like crop residues and animal manure instead of burning or dumping them. This kind of activities turns waste into natural fertilizer and reduces landfill burden. Farmers can also reduce the use of plastic in packaging, irrigation, and especially the plastic mulching that we used in every farming activity that we have. We can use alternatives such as using organic mulch such as the hay. We can also recycle farm materials by properly managing chemical containers and using eco-friendly farming methods to help prevent soil and water contamination, which is interconnected with garbage pollution. By integrating waste-reducing techniques, agriculture can become a cleaner and more environmentally responsible industry.
Join us! Reduce, reuse, recycle, and reimagine a cleaner, healthier world.